Hey, so I'm here at my favorite place in the world, and I want to share with you the progress of my May challenge. So, as before, I was expecting headaches, from the start basically, and this is exactly what happened. But because I got actually a little bit more dependent on caffeine recently, I think it hit me a little bit harder. So this time the headaches were like 5 days, and I wasn't really feeling that great. So that wasn't the perfect timing, but I endured and it started to get better on day 6, and then day 7 and 8 were just amazing. That kind of cleansed feeling of being completely in control and not needing any boosters. That's just great. Of course, my sleep quality improved, but that was also to be expected. I'm usually getting more than 2 hours of deep sleep per night and over 7 hours total per night, which is the recommended amount. And I'm not as tired at the end of the day. I have like a proper wind down, not kind of like, falling face down on the floor of exhaustion. I'm kind of like naturally winding down to a state where I fall asleep almost instantly, and it just feels a lot better. I also lost about a kilogram of weight during that time, and I am eating pretty normally, but that is also a side effect of not drinking stuff with sugar in it. I don't really drink typical sodas, but juices sometimes, and sometimes, those hipster drinks that have some yerba mate, but they also have some fruit in them. So yeah, the bottom line is that I'm feeling a lot better. It's only day 12 and I already feel the change taking place. And during my runs, I also feel a lot better, a little bit more in control in terms of my endurance. And that is really awesome too. What's kind of funny is that I think that I felt the exact same way, that kind of great feeling, that amazing feeling last year. And still, a few months after, I came back to regular caffeine consumption. So I guess this time I just need to reinforce that and probably just not go back to coffee at all, and avoid all those sugary drinks, avoid most of the juices as well, and try to reach a point where 95% of my consumption will be water and then sometimes some tea. Oh, and yes, sometimes like once a week the non-alcoholic beers, because I really love those non-alcoholic IPAs. I'm just a huge fan of the taste. But doing this all over again, I think that this time I really need to stick to it a little bit longer. Because the long-term effects, even if I feel so much better after just 12 days, I think that after a year I would be like a completely new person. So yeah, that's my quick update today, and please let me know if you're taking the challenge, and I know many of you are. Please let me know how you're feeling and what is changing and how you're transforming yourself and what are the side effects that you're having, and how often were you dreaming or thinking about coffee, because some people were actually having dreams about coffee on those little detoxes. So just let me know, I'm really interested, and I hope you're feeling better, because the first few days are horrible. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and see you guys in the next one. Cheers! Oh, and one other benefit that I can think of is that my retention times in the Wim Hof breathing exercises have increased dramatically. So they are right now about a minute longer than my standard range, and they are approaching my tops actually. So that is pretty awesome.